gente? Buenas tardes. Here we are, episode number 10. We made it, number 10. So today I have here Mr. Joseph, a friend of a friend of a friend, and my friend now. He's a dad from school. So I decided to come talk to him really quick for, quick information here and there, and to see what a great and wonderful person he is. With Father Day arising soon, he's a single father. So I just wanted to take a look behind a single father, because we all talk about mothers and that this and they make the world go round, and I honestly know a bunch of piece of shit ones that don't give two shits about their kids and don't do anything for them, but yet we give all the credit to the mother. And here's a father that I think deserves some credit and acknowledgement. I do know him for the past almost 4 years at school, seen him in and out the van dropping off kids. Like, he is what we do in the morning. That's why he's probably bald, because yeah, you know how that goes. So yeah, let's talk about you really quick. And he's a tattooist too, so that's why we are here and not at my house sitting down drinking coffee. Although I did bring you a mug.
Ooh, I love mugs.
Yes, because coffee's good. So
yeah, that's a lifesaver.
Usually my pitch line to everybody is, who are you? What are you? What do you do? ¿Qué es tu oficio? Cuéntame todo.
Alright. So, well, my name is Joe. I am a single dad. I've been a single dad probably. I've had custody for my kids for about 7 years. And in those 7 years, I've learned to manage my son's care. I have a son with special needs, so he requires total care. And with that, I help him, every bit of the day. He's definitely, dependent on me and my family. And he is definitely the heart of our family. We do everything for him. He doesn't speak. He's nonverbal. He's blind, so he has zero vision, and that's stable, so that'll never change. He's developmentally delayed. All in all, though, he's a happy kid. He's a happy kid, and that's what matters. And when he's not happy, when he's having a bad day, and just like every other parent, you care for him, and you're going to try to do what you can for them, and you're not going to quit no matter what. And he has definitely humbled me and my family. This guy is he's wonderful. I also have another son who is a little bit older. He plays football and he's in high school. So I get like both sides of the parenting. I got the little one, I got the bigger one.
And it's hard, huh?
Oh
my goodness.
Man, the balance, let me tell you.
You said he has special needs. What is the condition he has, so people can know about
My
that?
son has been diagnosed with O.N.H. That means optic nerve hypoplasia. So what that is the back of his eye was undergrown. So it doesn't allow light to be passed to the brain, so he can't see. Now, with that comes other issues. So he's delayed. He's developmentally delayed. So it affects his brain. We consider his vision, him having zero vision, is his second diagnosis. In other words, that's not the big problem. The big problem is his brain. Because if his brain was okay, then we could teach him. But since he doesn't understand, we're having a very slow process of teaching him. I think he was 7 years old when we finally got him off of a bottle.
Okay.
So he's like a giant baby.
Would he only drink bottle or food too?
No, only bottle.
Just like a brand new baby.
Yeah, so he survives off of Pediasures, just drinks, just those shakes.
Mm-hmm.
But those they have everything he needs, and he's able to use the restroom regularly. He's able to get overweight. We have to watch his teeth because it's all sugar.
Mm.
So a lot of trips to the dentist, and we got just a wonderful dentist. This guy really just, I mean, he sees him every 3 months, and when he should only see him every 6 months.
Yeah.
But he knows his condition. He understands what's going on, so he does it. So he helps out. But really wonderful team that we have. My son's doctors are over at CHLA, and let me tell you, CHLA, they are great. They're wonderful. They've done so much for us. They've been there for us along the way. They've gone above and beyond. From his doctors to his nutritionist to his endocrinologist, neurologist. He's as an ophthalmologist. So he's been definitely well taken care of by CHLA.
That's always a plus. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I see his doctor, right when I walk in, she just says, "All right, what do you need from me?" And I usually have a list for her, and she's on it, and she gives everything to him, and I can't thank them enough for everybody down there at CHLA, all nurses and therapists.
I hear you. Usually when you have issues like that, the first and last thing you always want is like direct answers and take care and like give them what they need.
Yes.
Not just run around or maybe or it might be.
Yeah, getting the run around. I mean that's tough, and a lot of the stuff I learned along the way has been from other parents.
Yes.
And that's the people that I meet at the schools, the other parents, friends, man, social media groups. You really learn a lot from parents.
Yeah.
Everybody just helps each other and just wants to, just make things easier.
Yeah.
Just whatever helps, the kid's life, become more comfortable and just more better and easier. Whether it's helping out the parents and just being there, either a shoulder to cry on or information. The way I say it to a lot of people, especially younger parents, or not younger by age, but just new parents.
The new parents.
With kids with special needs, if you don't know the answer, if you have questions, ask. And if I don't know the answers, I'm gonna find the answer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just gonna make a call and I'm gonna talk to one of my friends, other parents, and we're definitely gonna do some research and reach out.
And it's hard because, like you said, your little boy doesn't speak, so it's kind of like you said earlier, a guessing game. So it's like you don't even know what he's feeling.
Right.
You can tell he ain't comfortable or he's in a mood, but then why, right?
Yeah. So you gotta especially with him or any nonverbal children or person, you gotta just have to be ahead of the game and just know them, and their grunts and their sounds. You become one with them, and once that happens, you could pretty much tell. Like my son, he doesn't speak, so he can't tell me when he's hungry. But I know. But not only that, I know by what time it is. I know just by repetition. Just I know how long he can go without, and when it's due, or if I'm going somewhere, I know how much to take with me, or I know whether he'll be okay. So, but it's definitely important to be in tune with them, and I think as any parent would be, it's very easy to fall in love. You know what I mean? And everybody falls in love with their kids. We know that.
Just not me. No. The hell with my kids. I tell them I'm gonna hang you outside by the tree with only one foot. Just playing. They know. Oh my god. I'm like a smother. I am with both my girls. Oh my goodness.
My son Sammy, I feel pretty safe about him.
Yeah.
But he's in a small, very limited classroom already.
Mm.
So with that being split in two, and then that being basically half not wanting to send their kids back.
Yeah. There's nothing there, just a teacher, huh?
Yeah. So, but my son is there. I sent him back. I feel pretty good about it. He's got a good team down there, and there's plenty of extra hands. So right now, actually,
He's here in Pomona.
yes.
The Red Devil, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, Pomona's. Let me tell you, Pomona has been great to us as far as the school system, and with my son with special needs. Pomona has been wonderful. He's been in multiple districts, and I've actually had my son out and basically going to a school for the blind, and that did not last long at all. Um, I want to say within 30 days, I had him taken right back out, like just immediately. Um, made a big complaint against the school district and the special ed department, and there were certain things that were just unacceptable. And when they asked, what can we do for you? Just give my paperwork.
Yeah.
You just get me out of here. Because you do that, and we're gone. And returning to Pomona, it's just been wonderful.
Yeah. See, you guys have another experience from a parent and his children in Pomona. The reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of people knock Pomona.
Really? Well,
everything about Pomona is on the bottom of the pit for everybody. Like me personally, I'll be airing this Thursday. We'll be talking about birth control issues. I personally almost died about 3 years ago for side effects to do with birth control. The Pomona Hospital were like angels sent, like God sent angels on earth for me. I lived there, like literally. I was there every other day. We were there numerous hours throughout the night. Like, it was horrible. It was really bad. And I tell people, like, Pomona's good, and they're like, no, it's not. It's Pomona. It's like, no, you think about like Indian Hill and the girls on Volt. Like, no, that's not what Pomona's about. Like, and I get to tell them because I looked into like the district and the school and stuff when my baby first started school back in kindergarten. And once we signed them up, and Barfield is the school they go to. I like it because it's so small and it's like an actual community of its own. Like right now that my kid's back, they recognize her with a mask and they know her by name and last name and everything. So it's like cool to me because I remember me going to school. Nobody gave a shit. Like, they didn't know me, and I was there like 7 years. Nobody cared. Went kindergarten through 6th grade. Nobody knew my name unless I was in trouble or just my teacher. And I hear like they sit in the front, they take the temperature, they see them. Oh, is that Suzette? And how are you? So it makes me feel, good about that because it's like I said, a small community. And then too, when they fuck up, they call me right away. Hey, Suzette's right here. And then half the time, even the principal of the school, it's like a parent. So it's like I love it. Like I tell her, oh, so what were you doing today? And she's just like, oh, nothing, Mom. I'm like, I heard you were sitting up there waiting for, the teacher, the principal.
Right.
No, I wasn't. Don't lie. Don't embarrass yourself. I heard everything already,
Yeah.
So, yeah, Pomona's good. The education, he says, is good. It's helped him out.
Absolutely.
So, see, now that's another pointer you guys have if you do have special need child. Because I know Lily brought her kids over, right? Because she's all the way on the south side.
Yeah.
And she brings her child all the way over here because of the programs.
Yep.
That, that's another issue we'll get into, but that's another friend. That's how I actually know him, because I hang out with the other friend of ours, and her daughter has special needs too, and she buses her child all the way from Southside down here for that reason, because she had told me too that the school and the program over here was way better than what she was in.
Yeah, we definitely have a good school that we're at. I mean, everybody down there, they're wonderful. They're the real heroes. I try not to, like I said, I've made a complaint, about other school districts and gone and kicked up some dust with them. When you're right, you're right. When you're wrong, you're wrong. But over here, these guys, man, let me tell you, they're the real heroes. They really are. Nurses, teachers, therapists. I mean, my son has special needs. He has self-injurious behaviors. He has other behaviors where he can hurt himself. And these guys, they put up with behaviors of my, let's say my son, when he's having a meltdown or something, and he wants to throw himself to the ground. if something were to happen to him and he's got marks on his head or his face or this or that, somebody's gonna answer for it. I mean, somebody's really gonna answer for it, and they're catering to my son, knowing that they're gonna answer. You know what I mean? If there's something wrong going on, but of course, nobody intends to do anything wrong, and thank God there hasn't been anything wrong. And my son, I know my son better than anybody. So if my son's gonna have a meltdown or he's gonna do something that's gonna harm himself, or he's gonna fall or misstep or something, I'm quick to jump on him. But he's taken me to the ground. You know what I mean? He really has. Where he's just stumbling and my misstep, and you know what I mean. And I could land on him, but I'll do everything in my power not to land on him, and that's happened. But if they're not so quick, or just and they were to hurt him, somebody's gonna answer of just why, how. But I'm pretty understanding too.
Yeah.
Like I know my son. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Actually, when something happens, I tell them right away, like, hey, he stayed up all night. He had a bad night, but we got to get him up. And he's grouchy, he's tired, so he might not be walking correctly. He's just, you know what I mean, being fooled, like, yeah, he's still asleep, but
mm-hmm.
It's one thing when you're taking care of your own kid, but when you're taking care of somebody else's kid,
yeah,
like the way they are, I mean, my hat goes off to them. You know what I mean? Because
they're there, and they do, and they do all over.
Yeah, they do
beat everybody.
They do what we would do for our kids.
Yeah.
Except they're not their kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Technically, even though they look at them like, they treat them like they're their babies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I've had nothing but great people on my son's team, so I'm super thankful for that.
Yeah, that's always scary enough when you send your regular child. There's always a what if, or
Yeah.
You literally leave your child's will to their hand. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. My son, I mean, he doesn't see, he doesn't speak, he doesn't,
it's scary.
It's super scary, but, I trust that he's in good hands, and, he has been, and I have faith that he'll continue to be in good hands, just through my experiences with everybody that I've worked with, just
good shit, guys. When you dropped them off, did you cry?
Not this time. No.
I came back crying. He took the morning off to take her, because he does every year, like first day of school. Oh my God! Oh, right when we were crossing to go, my throat was already in a knot. They're talking to me, and I'm just like, don't even, like, just leave me alone. No, she walked in the gate. That's it. It was over. Waterworks left and right, and even the baby too. She was so sad. So where's my sister? Well, she's gonna stay. She's like, oh. So we're crying the whole way, and he's trying to make small talk. Like, don't, not right now. Just stop. Both of us are looking to the ground, all sad. Like, man.
I just tell my son, be brave.
Yeah.
Be brave, Sam. Go for it.
That's what I tell mine, but she don't care. I'm the one that should be telling my son to be brave. No, what I'm explaining to him is the point behind my videos, to spread awareness of everything, spread the word, and everybody else's different like experiences. So like that, we know. Like, see, now we got into his son, the condition he has. For new parents, like he said, you may not know your child has an issue of some sort because you're new. The baby's obviously is a baby, so they're babies. You can't tell half the time. When your son was born, do you know if they were able to tell right away he had issues off the bat, or it started showing as he got?
It started as he got older. So he was about 6 months old when my mother actually started noticing that he wasn't following her with his eyes. Mm. So she was like, hey, something's wrong. Like, he's not, maybe you ought to get that checked out. And that actually started at the beginning of it. It opened up, and, after certain tests, that's when doctors had realized, like, hey, wait a minute, this guy does have, issues. So once that had happened, as as he got older, he should have hit certain milestones, and he wasn't hitting them.
Yeah.
So, like, say walking, most kids walk at a year,
yeah.
right? Some
Wanna
sooner,
stand
some,
and-
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, for my son loved to jump. He just loved to jump. He loved being in the little jumper and the little, the
Walker?
the walkers, you know, because they could bounce in them.
Andaderas for you Spanish-speaking people. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he loved to bounce.
But he wouldn't walk.
But he wouldn't
Stand
walk.
up.
He wouldn't walk. He would stand up, but he wouldn't walk. And you know, eventually we got him to walk right here. You know, and you know, thank God I was able to be here and just be a part of that, and along with the many other milestones that I've seen him reach. And you know, it's awesome. And the thing about special needs parents, the little tiniest, little simplest thing
It's a big deal.
is
Yes.
huge. You know, like my son right now. My son, he's 11 years old, and we're barely getting him to take bites of banana off of a spoon, which is huge because we haven't been able, with him being blind, we haven't been able to get any food into his mouth. So finally, after years and years and years of therapy, so you know, I have been taking him to therapy since 2013, and you know, in that time, a lot of his therapies have gone up, some have gone down. At one time, I used to take him to 5 different therapies, 4 days a week after school, and where I live, I'm like on the edge of the county, so a lot of his therapies are that way.
All the way to LA.
I've taken him to West LA. You know what I mean? And that's a regular journey out there on Wilshire, Vermont. It's a mission, but you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it. For me, it ain't no thing. It's just it's what it requires.
Yeah.
You know, but I definitely like to say that my son is a burden of joy. He's a lot of work, but man, am I blessed. You know what I mean? I never would have thunk that I would be the best place for him. You know what I mean? And it's a trip to just, you know, I like to say I took this daddy shit and gangstered it. So
there we go.
It's you know, my T's are crossed. You know what I mean? Everything's creased and clean. You know what I mean? There's no reason to miss anything. And you know, with that, just coming this far along, it's so simple. It becomes simple. No matter how many appointments you have, no matter how far it is, no matter where it is, your schedule, your timing, everything. Once you learn to adapt, you're gonna make it work. And if you have 3 appointments in one day, you're gonna figure out how to make that happen. And you know, for any parents, you know, especially those with special needs, you know, don't think it's impossible. You know what I mean? Even if you're single, you know what I mean? That's huge. You know, anything's doable. If I could do it, then anybody can do it.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, that's why, like I said, I wanted to come talk to you because, like, okay, you do tattoos. That's your income. That's your business. Here. Now with the Zoom this past year and the kids in school, how has it been for you?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's been...
Because I know I'm fucking going bald and nuts myself. So I got the nephews. I got one kid. I have my baby. And I just want to beat all their asses all day long. And nobody listens. Nobody cares. They mute the teacher. They cuss her out because she can't hear. Like, it's just a madhouse. At my house, it's crazy.
Right.
Monday through Friday, it is crazy. Even when the nephews aren't there, I swear I can hear them echoing anyway. It's like, oh my God, I'm going insane. So how's that been for you? Because I know...
That's been wild. Again, with my situation, I have a unique situation. So, I'm on Zoom a lot. My son, nonverbal, blind, on Zoom. It's definitely been interesting. When let's just say I know a lot more of the songs now.
Sing Daddy Shark. I know you know that one.
You know what I mean? my boys, they hear them. Yeah, it's having songs stuck in my head. Like,
No, because, like, I asked, too, because, like, I don't know how, like, technology savvy you are. Because I'm not.
No.
They're like, Mom, it's disconnected. What do I do? Like, I don't know. Like, push the button, connect. I don't know. So
yeah, it's
know?
been, my hairline has definitely jumped back over this last year. You know what I mean?
Yours and mine, both.
Yeah, it's been tough, you know, and especially you know, we have multiple kids in the house, so you know, with them being smartasses, like all day, every day, you know what I mean? It's something like, you know, that's just their character, but now they're around you for, you know, a whole year, you know what I mean, of just nonstop, no break, and then you get different attitudes. You know, my older kid, he's just, Dad, we're blessed. Nothing's gonna happen to us. Okay, I understand that, but you know what I mean. You still you still gotta try, like, you know what I mean. But yeah, try to stay safe. It doesn't mean like just don't. You know what I mean? Just because you know, like right now, I know that we're all at the end of the pandemic and stuff, so that's like everything's more relaxed. You know what I mean? But at the beginning, when, hey, 2 weeks, right? Isn't that what this started off with?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Real quick, slam dunk, you know, take 2 weeks off. Like, oh my God, that's never happened before.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll let you know.
Yeah.
And then you go to the damn store and there's no fucking milk.
Yeah, toilet paper. That was fun.
All you fuckers took all the toilet paper. So now everybody's using tube socks.
Yeah, everybody's missing their socks.
Yep, just one tube to top it off. So go figure.
You know, that was tough though, especially with the kids in school and trying to figure it out. So even like you said, when you have multiple kids and you're like, hey, this computer's going down, this one right here, this teacher isn't logging on. I get a lot of emails and stuff saying like there's a lot of absences.
It's like, we tried.
Like,
we
wait a minute, yeah, we were there. What are you talking
Mm-hmm.
about? We were right there. And
they don't let you in, and then the computer is going dark, and it has the pixel. Oh my God, yeah, I've had a nightmare myself. That's why I wanted to ask, because most of everybody's on the same, like, fuck, just go to school already. What are you doing? Like, let me walk you. Nah, I'm good. Okay, whatever, I guess. She's only 8. Imagine when she's a little bit older, she'll just like drop me off in the corner. I'll walk.
Yeah, don't embarrass me, Ma.
Yeah. Oh, choke that little shit. So yeah, see, we got into the baby, his son. Like I said, he does tattoos. That's why we're here. So how's that element or?
It's been working pretty good. I tattoo when I don't have my kids. So that's how it works with my schedule. It's definitely my pastime. So it's like, that's my me time. You know, when I get to concentrate, you know, on what's in front of me and what I'm doing. And that's where I could kind of just be myself without, I don't really have to
be daddy.
I don't have to be, I don't have to be daddy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool.
So how long have you been tattooing?
I've been tattooing, I would say, about 8 years. So in those 8 years, I've tattooed basically like every other weekend. So I know my first goal was to get into a tattoo shop and just kind of like, oh yeah. End up on some tattoo tour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tattooing in Beijing or something. But with, you know, my unique situation.
Life happens, so you can't.
Life happens. You know what I mean? And I accept that. You know, and there's times I'll get a cancellation or something, and before, when I first started, I would get on the phone and just try to call somebody, hurry up, fill the slot. This is the only time I have. Like, I need to get somebody down here now. Versus nowadays, where it's like I get a cancellation.
Yeah, whatever.
Day off.
Yeah.
day off. Then I get to chill and relax and spend time with the family. As far as like whether there's a family event, birthday parties, a lot of that stuff. My family knows.
Just breathe.
Just breathe.
See, you guys, that's what I'm telling you. This situation's like ours. Like, they say everybody blows moms up all the time. There's the dads too. And you guys don't get the credit you deserve, I think. Because I know a lot of fucking guys that won't even change a diaper. You're on your own. If that baby's crying, that baby's yours. But then yet out in the street, oh, my kids. You know what I mean? And that's why it's like, it's cool to have the insight like from you, because you look like real hard, like you wouldn't even bother, like fuck all that. And look at, see, he is like us. He wants to just breathe and chill and just be sane. Yeah, it happens.
That's it.
It happens. And yeah, like I said, a lot of women I know have kids, don't deal with them, don't cook, rather not clean, and then they wonder why the man's always mad. And a lot of them, like I said, they praise the mother and what does she do though? Like just because she had him don't mean she's a good mom,
Yep, I've known quite a few of them.
And I would see you at school and you get out your car and walk the baby and the teachers meet you and you're back and you're like later and gone, and I'm like, he is like me right now, like, oh my God, that's my life today, like I need to go. So yeah, it's just like I said, a different perspective of life, and to the people that see tattooed people too, like they would see him and assume he was the worst too. Like, see, he ain't bad. He's not a bad guy. Look at him. He just does the tattoos. He's a dad. He is a lover, not a hater.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So yeah, well, yeah. So overall, life is good.
Life is good. My sobriety, I've been sober for about 9 years. So that has definitely played a key role in everything I do. I can't take care of my son if I'm hungover. You know what I mean? Can't talk to the doctor if I'm freaked out. You know what I mean? I'll be hiding, like behind the paperwork. Like I'm still looking for it. You know what I mean? They're trying to fix the wheelchair. Like, let me turn this upside down real quick.
No, yeah.
But,
it comes with the whole responsibility of everything.
Yeah.
See, and you stepped up.
Yeah. It was very easy for me. My son, my youngest son with special needs, he changed my life. My mom said, before she passed, she said, Sammy deserves the best. And I said it to myself, and I said it to Sammy all the time. I said it to the family all the time. If Sammy wants a $30, $40, $50 balloon for his birthday party,
he's gonna get it.
He gets it. You know what I mean? He might not even know it's there, but so what? You know what I mean? I know it's there, and all I gotta do is let him feel it, and he's gonna jump on it and beat it up and do what he does. And that's I'm okay with that. That's what he gets. He gets best. So really, I'm the one that's blessed. I get to be here and I get to share those moments. I get to see him hit his milestones. You see him grow. His victories. They're all of our victories. In my entire family. Everybody's just stoked with Sammy. Everybody loves Sammy. Sammy's definitely the heart of our family. But let me tell you, for those of you who have any doubts, or sometimes, sometimes you get stressed out or you lose hope, don't stop. You know what I mean? It's okay. You know what I mean? You go to the restroom. You know what I mean? You jump in the shower. You have yourself a good cry. You come out brand new and recharged, and you go for it. You know what I mean? You go for
it. Like I say. Right. That's what life's about, right?
Yeah.
You can either sit there and let it consume you, or find the way to get through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Definitely. And there's plenty of people before you who have done it. There's going to be plenty of people after you.
You're not the only one.
You're not the only one. And if you need help, all you got to do is say something. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you were to reach out to me, anybody would reach out to me. If If I don't know the answer, I don't have the answer, I'm going to help you find the answer. You know, and it's really not that hard. You know, it's just a matter of saying something, really.
You see, guys, it's out there. Answers are out there. Different situations are out there, but there's hope for everything. For everybody.
Yeah,
No matter
definitely.
how bad your situation might be at the moment, there's something out there for everybody.
It's all temporary. It's all temporary. Even right here in this room, it's all temporary. You know, it's everything's gonna evolve. You know, you're gonna get good, or you know what I mean, depending on your choices. You know, good bad. You know, but definitely wish everybody the best. And
Patience and a straight mind, huh?
absolutely, absolutely. I couldn't do this. Like I said, I couldn't do this without my sobriety, and that's numero uno for me. You know, I can't just have a beer and just be okay with that because I won't be. You know what I mean? That's have a beer. You know what I mean? I might as well get a box of them. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I told you guys my last episode. That's exactly because like I haven't been drinking. Like I'm not an alcoholic, but I like to drink.
Right.
So drinking one beer leads to like another, and then I'll just tell them, hey, just go buy like a 24. Who cares? It's Saturday, you know. And we'll just sit there. But then see, I get really crazy. Like I'm an angry kind of drunk, you know. So I don't need that. And then that's the thing, like, I don't just stop at, like, 3 or 4. Like, I want, like, 5 or 6, and then we're up. And then my kids are up, too, because they won't go to sleep, you know. Half the time we will be home, so we do put them, like, we're not all drunk and stupid, you know. But it's just, I don't know, to me, clarity, like, don't start if you know how it's going to end up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I worked for a guy one time, and he was working out of town, and, you know, with his crew. And they busted out some lines and they started doing lines and they said, hey, you want one? You want a line? And this was the smartest thing, the way he could think. And he just said, no, I'll sell my house. You know what I mean? I get one. Fast forward. You know what I mean? I'll end up selling my house, selling the cars, selling like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And it doesn't take but a... So if you could do it, if you could do it and handle your business, go for it. You know what I mean? Enjoy it for me. You know what I mean? Me personally, I know myself, and I just know it's safer to just stay away from it.
Life choices.
And, you know, one thing I've learned along my journey is that I deserve my sobriety. And more than that, my kids do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I couldn't do what I do for them. You know what I mean? Like I said, if I was over. But, you know, it might sound cheesy, but I think Mike Tyson said it best, you know. I'm just a man trying to be a better father. You know, and
Not cheesy at all.
it's so simple, dude. Because that's really like it makes so much sense. You know what I mean? Yeah, it really does. But
no, I'm glad you're saying it. Like I said, I know personally guys that they're my kids, but they're more like tax refund. You know. That's it. You know who you are, so don't act all fucking hurt. Okay.
That's funny.
They don't do nothing. That's your kid. No diaper changes. Not even help with a bottle. Nothing. But that's my kid. Come like March, April. The deadline this year is May, guys. We got an extension till May to file taxes, just to let you know. So, you know what I mean? That's why, like I said, it's just like I have a cousin myself, he's a single father, and he bends over backwards for his kids, and it's just like, to me, amazing, like I said. Because usually, in stories we hear, the guy always runs. That's it. He's gone. And we're the ones que hay pobrecitas, and we're single, and what about you guys? Like, there's some of you guys out there too, and it's hard. If it's hard for us, see, you're lucky you have boys. My cousin has a little girl. And then, like, he'll be like, nah, just buy her sweats. Like, you can't just buy your girl sweats. Like, she's gonna hit that time where she wants the heels and makeup and stuff. He's like, well, I'll worry about it when it comes. It's like, oh, my God, So it's
now
like,
we'll get her the pro clubs.
Yeah, it's like, oh, my God. So, like I said, it's just...
You're the pro fives.
Just to get a better view of other, something else, like I said, because, everybody always, look at, you're not gone, you're here, raising, doing the damn thing, working, you're blessed, you're happy, sanity, everything's good, you know?
Yeah. Everything is good.
Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to throw this out there as an example. Because, Father's Day's coming up. Mother's Day is overrated. Fucking lines to the corner. Because, oh my God, you go on Father's Day like nobody's there.
Right.
It's like, what about the dad? Like, take him out to fucking breakfast too, man.
We just want to eat.
Get him a pedicure
we
too.
just want to eat.
Right?
And some new boxers.
It's, yeah, you know what I mean? Something
So-
chilling.
What made you want a tattoo?
What made me want a tattoo?
Yeah, how'd you get into it?
I got into tattooing. I started getting tattooed, and back in the day, I'm sure you know that tattoo artists, especially in the streets, every 5 years you run into somebody who does tattoos. So it was kind of like you got a tattoo and that was it, and then maybe like in 5 years you get another one, and you hear somebody did tattoos, like you better jump on it.
Yeah, go get him quick before he disappears.
Before he goes
or
away.
goes back to jail.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we're still looking for your primo.
He's undercover. But yeah. So, I used to trip out on everybody's writing. So I learned how to write in handwriting really, really good. So when people would ask me to do little projects for them, or if their kids doing a project at school, like, hey, you got nice handwriting. Hey, we got these invitations. Can you just write it out for us and do this, do that? Like, yeah, no problem. So then, all of a sudden, I'd get like, a little bit of cash, and that kind of I started like, oh wow, hey, wait a minute, no way, like this couldn't be nothing serious, like you know what I mean? So then one day somebody asked me if I could do a tattoo, and I said, yeah, I'll try it, but I don't know what I'm doing, like that, and he was totally willing, and the tattoo came out good.
What was it?
He had his baby mom's name, and right above it he had me put no apologies. And it came out super. He said, I won't cover it, but you know what I mean?
At least he was respectful.
Yeah. But
he never got back with her, do you know?
no, not that I know of.
Just to let people, I'm a metiche, I need to know.
No, but with that, I definitely realized that there was people that were willing to get tattooed. Now it's funny because me personally, I've never tattooed on myself.
No,
I just think
he
that
has.
I just don't think I could take the pain and concentrate at the same time. Now,
It's hard.
I can't tattoo if I'm doing this.
Like before we had our kids, we would always be fighting. We would argue and fight. I would leave to go get my fresh air. He'd be sitting there tattooing himself. So when I get back, that's why his legs are all full. Every tattoo he has is an argument. So if you guys ever see his legs, that's what those are. Yeah.
Practice.
And he got good. All the arguments paid off for him.
That's what's up.
He was so good at shading.
Right?
He had the time.
Nice. That's super cool. So yeah, once I realized that I could do it, you know what I mean? Then, like I said, it became my pastime. You know what I mean? So, with that, just wanting to learn. You know what I mean? I mean that helps. You know what I mean?
Did you go to an actual shop, or you've always been like your little setup?
No, I just had my own setup, and like I said, for
your own appointments.
Everything for me is word of mouth. You know what I mean? I definitely, it was my dream to get into a shop and do all that kind of stuff, but with my situation, that would never happen. And I've gotten offers, like even recently, I've gotten offers, and for me now, I understand my situation, and I have no problem saying like, hey man, thanks a lot, dude. I'm honored.
You can't.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
And that's and I think I got offered a shop position last month. You know what I mean? And it was just like, just bringing it up was like, oh, no, I can't.
Well,
You know what I mean? Because it just
it's
sucks because
hard.
it's just like I know that's what I've always wanted, but hey, it just sucks because like you like or somebody will like, hey man, check this out. I was talking to somebody, we got a spot for you. Told them all about you, your situation. They'll work with you. It's good. It's just like, oh, nah. It's just I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's been cool. It's definitely been a journey. I would probably be a lot further, but the way my schedule works, this works for me, and I'm okay with that. So.
And that's what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because it's you and yours, like they say, right?
Yeah.
That's what matters.
And you're obviously booked because my appointment ain't all the way till June. So obviously you're doing good.
See, I'm honoring him because he's a good father too.
That's what's up.
As a husband, man, whatever, I cannot stand him. But as a father, he's a good father. So don't get a tattoo with.
Yeah. Hook you up. Anything you want from the neck up.
From the neck.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If
get that hairline back down to here,
If people wanted to get at you for a tattoo, like, what do they do? Because obviously they're going to watch and you well, what's his name or what do I do? It's Inksick.
Inksick Joe on Instagram.
On IG. I'll look for you and I'll tag you because like everybody knows I edit and put everybody's stuff there.
There you go.
They can contact you and see when you're available.
Yeah. And
2022, I believe, is his next opening.
It definitely happens. The once we get scheduled away and stuff like that, it's there. It's in my book. It's in your book. You know what I mean? It'll come. You know what I mean? Just be patient. If not, then do what you do. You know what I mean? And that's okay. But if you are patient and you understand the situation, then man, I'm sure we can make something happen. And in a worst case scenario, you know what I mean? It won't be that bad. But for the most part, we're doing all right.
That's good. Time is valuable.
I think probably when it comes to tattooing, the only thing there's a couple of things I don't like doing, and a lot of that is like cultura and stuff, all the jailhouse stuff. Kind of just stay away from. You know what I mean? It's just not for me. But not only that, if you want a face tattoo, realistically, you have to have one in order for me to do it on you. You know what I mean? Because I just won't cross that line for you. There's youngsters and chicks, beautiful chicks. Hey, I just want something about this big right here under my eye, and it's like,
no. After your mother took 9 months to make you, that's what you're gonna do.
Just like, you know what I mean? And some of them, they really do want some pretty crazy stuff, and I'm just not prepared to be the guy to cross that line for them. You know what I mean? It's just you never know what your future holds.
In 3 years, when you're kicking yourself, I don't want you to say it was me that did it, right?
Yeah. Hey, hug me and talk me out of it, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Them when they're like dark. Like, oh my god, why?
Yeah. But I will tell you this. Speaking of tattooing, this is a trip. But in June, I will be taking a course to get certified to do eyebrows.
That's what I need. Look at it. I always say I look like Bones of the Clown.
It is there. So with that, I'll be.
Is it like regular, like a tattoo, or are you gonna do the microblading?
Eventually I'll do the microblading. It's gonna be just the regular eyebrows for now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna try to be able to do it all. My goal is to do the eyeliner, microblading, the ombre shading, just like all of it.
He already knows what ombre is, so trust him. Trust him.
It was.
Yes.
I expect it to be a good move for me personally. So if you see something that see a neon sign somewhere that says Inksick Beauty,
It started here with the pink bag. No.
Just know that, you know what I mean? Hey.
No, it's good though, cause like it's art. Cause it's art. Makeup isn't like you need to know. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It just
So
works.
with the course that so obviously I tattoo. The course that I'm taking, and I'm taking it all the way from the beginners because I just like there's no point in taking a course and skipping anything.
Yeah.
So the big thing for me though is just how to get the right arches and measurements and stuff. So it's like you could guess it, but why guess it if there's a way to do it? There's, you know what I mean?
Mm.
There's so like some people do it with the string, some people do it with the ruler. You know what I mean? And you know, I want to learn both. I don't want to just learn the string only because numbers never lie. You know what I mean? So you know if everything's on point. So
Unless you have like one eye a little bit off.
right, that's what I'm learning both. You know what I mean?
I always feel like this eye's off, so it's like a different fill in. It's weird.
Yeah.
But it's something you have to work with, you know?
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna learn how to work with that, and you know, so.
What is it like considered like cosmetology then?
Permanent makeup, yeah.
Permanent makeup.
Permanent makeup, yeah, so.
That's so cool, oh my god.
Yeah, so it's on. Be on the lookout. You know
So you're gonna start selling pink shirts now?
Yeah, right. We'll definitely have some pink shirts out for you guys, and maybe some headbands for the girls. You know what I mean?
That's cool. That's
But
so
yeah,
cool.
be on the lookout. You know what I mean? Give me you give me a month or two, and I guarantee you're gonna start seeing that pop up real quick, and it's gonna be active. You know, so it's just another tool in my belt. You know what I mean? But not only that, it's right now it's hot. So with that being said, you know, that's just gonna help out with everything I do. You know, as far as you know, like I said, I get a beautiful girl and they want to do something stupid. You know what I mean? I'm just like, dude. You know what I mean? Let's do your eyeliner instead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like let me shake you real quick hard and then just do like a fill in on the eye, the wings.
Right? Let me hook you up. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's coming. That's a big thing for me. You know?
Oh yeah,
And
it's good to grow. Like to me, I
Yeah.
like to grow in every avenue, and even if I don't make it or like it doesn't turn out, at least I tried. You know, because I'm real curious and I need to be on the go. I think something's wrong with me. I need to be on the
You're a
go.
go-getter.
So you know, there at least I tried. It didn't work out, whatever. And then I get real bored fast too. So it's like I'll be over it like in 3 to 4 months. You know, next thing. But you know, it's good to know a lot of different things because if one thing don't pan out or you get bored or tired, you have something else to rely on too, right?
Yeah, but plenty of you know, with doing tattoos and stuff. A lot of people ask me, hey, do you do piercings? Do you do this? Do you do that? And it's like, do eyeliner, do lips. And it's like, dude, no. Like,
Makeup success, we're all ugly. So we could get that little hint to make us look better in the morning when you guys wake up. It's a plus for us too, you know?
hey, if it saves you 15 minutes every day, you know what I mean, that's a good investment.
Or
Yeah.
helps you
That's
Times
a
that
good-
by a week and then times that by a year.
That's a good investment.
or helps you convince your man not to run. That's even a better
Yeah,
investment.
get that hooked up for you.
It's good. Always. It's good. Okay, well, yeah, then I guess we'll be done with this. I'll be out of my way. Open your mug.
Open my mug.
I
Oh
love-
man.
My thing with my show, I didn't bring mine because we don't do it, but I usually sit down with my guests and drink coffee. So there's your mug. You can get your morning started thinking of us.
Oh, yes, right? Can I get a refill?
Nimas coffee, por favor. Spanglish, because that's me.
That's what's up. That's what's
And
up.
yeah, so there you guys got a new perspective overall of Mr. Joseph. I will tag him. I will put his stuff up there so you guys can look from if you're interested. He is in the Pomona area.
Reach out.
His
Reach out.
shirt,
There you go.
he's a good guy.
Inksick. You know?
And yeah, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk to me.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
Us, the people.
Thank you everybody for watching, tuning in. If anybody's got any questions
Comments?
on any of the things that we went over, don't be afraid to reach out. Close mouth, don't get fed.